Hello, welcome to the second devlog for my Comet Foundries data pack. This update comes with tons of new things, so I'll walk you through them. The first major thing is the tool changes. I've added a bunch of new materials to make your tools out of. You'll start with basic wooden tools, and then upgrade to stone, copper, iron, cobalt, titanium, and magma steel as you progress. You can also choose what material to use for the handle. So far I've only made stick and bone handles, but there will be plenty more in the future. New to the tool system is the ability to add grips to the tool handle. These grips slightly boost your mining speed, and the materials you can choose from are leaves, wheat, or leather. You can craft a tool in the smithing table using a template, a handle, and a material of your choosing, and you can use other templates to modify your tool with whatever materials you want. Another update has to do with a workbench. You can see that there are workbenches just sitting right next to stonecutters. But how does this work if the workbench is a retexture of the stonecutter? This is just cosmetic. Both of them do have the same functionality. I'm using block states to specify what model the workbench has. Since a stonecutter has 4 possible block states for its rotation, it can have 4 possible models based on its rotation. I can use these block states to effectively make new blocks. Since the block state controls the model, and I can assign a block state to an item in the player's inventory, so no matter what direction the player is facing, they will always place a block at the same rotation. I can modify the loot table of the block to drop an item with the block state specified. All of these things together make it functionally a separate block. I can do this with 4 possible rotations to get 4 possible different block models for the workbench. So far I've only made a model for the wooden one, but variations for the workbench are planned in the future. I've done this same technique for adding custom wood blocks. Over here you'll see there are 3 completely new wood blocks, but actually they're all just different block states of stripped plumeria wood, and when you mine them, you get the corresponding block with the correct state. I've done this for all the different woods. They all have these 3 extra wood blocks. And I'm thinking of making more with the block states for the non-stripped wood blocks as well. So then each wood set would have 6 extra blocks. So far, I've made 7 of the 12 different wood types that are going to be in the game. First we have plumeria, which will spawn on the ocean planet. Then we have GMO wood. GMO stands for genetically modified organism. The lore for this wood is that it was specially created to be the perfect tree, so that's why its leaves are so uniform and perfect. Then we have fir wood, which will generate on the icy planet. Then ash wood and lava wood. These will both generate on the volcanic planet. The lore with these two is that they are actually the same wood, but ash wood is just cooled lava wood. So when the lava in the lava wood cools down and hardens, it turns into ash wood. Then there's apple wood. This will generate on the forest planet, which is also where the player will start the game at. Then there's dead wood, which is really just pale oak wood. This will generate on the dead planet. The lore for this planet is that it once did have life, but everything on the planet has since died for some spooky and unknown reason. I haven't made most of these planets yet, but I have started work on a couple of them. The first planet I started was the Moon, because it seemed simple, but World Gen is really hard, so thanks to everyone in the Stardust Labs Discord server who helped me with the World Gen stuff. The Moon is going to be the second planet the player must visit. As soon as they fix their spaceship on the first planet, they have to head here to go mining to get fuel. This is the only place where the fuel for their spaceship will generate. There will be multiple moons in the game. Almost every planet will have a moon, and some might even have 2. The moon will be the only planet with duplicates, though. Every other planet will be unique. The other planet I started work on was the ocean planet. This planet is almost entirely covered in water, apart from the occasional island. I know everything here is kind of plain. I'll get to adding details and vegetation later. This planet is hiding something, though. Underneath the surface is a huge cave network. This is where all the ores will generate on this planet, and it's going to be a pretty hostile place. The caves will be full of monsters, and you'll have no air the entire time you're there. I'm even planning to make the blocks down here replace themselves with water when you break them, so that you can't even get air by mining into the walls. But that'll all have to wait for the next update. In the next update, I'm going to try to get these 2 planets finished, and I'll start working on some custom weapons. Some weapons will be craftable, but I think I want the majority of them to be loot. I also plan on adding guns in as retextured crossbows with custom enchantments. And don't worry, Mojang, these will be laser guns, not real guns, so it's not breaking the EULA. I also want to add in custom grappling hooks so the player can move around in zero gravity, but that seems pretty difficult, so that might have to wait until a bit further down the line. I'm super happy with how this pack is coming together, and I hope that you all like it too. If you think of something cool that you'd like to see in the pack, then leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss an update video. I'll see you all in the next one.